Only 4 times in the last 20 years have the Lakers lost a first-round series to a lower seed, but this time, they're not the favorite. The Timberwolves stormed into the playoffs with the NBA's top-ranked defense and 56 wins, their best season in franchise history since 2004. Now, the series is tied 1-1, and both teams have delivered knockout punches. But here's the twist: Minnesota isn't backing down, and the Lakers aren't slowing up. But can playoff experience crush raw momentum, or is this the year Anthony Edwards ends the Lakers' run early? Stick around, because what's coming could change everything. This matchup has all the ingredients for a classic. The Lakers, finishing as the 7th seed, clawed their way through the play-in just to get here. The Timberwolves, with a top 3 defensive rating all season, came in hungrier than ever. Game 1 made it clear they weren't here to participate. They came to dominate. A 117-95 blowout win for Minnesota sent a message. But the Lakers? They've been here before. Game 2 was their answer. A gritty 94-85 bounce back where defense reigned and the stars showed up. Now, with the series heading back to Minnesota for Game 3, the tension is sky high. There's no love lost between these two teams, just unfinished business. LeBron James has been doing this longer than some of his teammates have been alive, and even now, in year 21, he's not just playing, he's still dictating pace, still reading defenses like a chessboard. In Game 1, he put up 19 points and grabbed 5 boards. Solid, but not the takeover mode fans expect. Game 2 was closer to vintage LeBron. 21 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, complete control, especially down the stretch when the Lakers needed composure and leadership most. Then there's Luka Doncic. Some are calling him the Lakers' secret weapon, but there's nothing secret about him anymore. In Game 1, he poured in 37 points and grabbed 8 rebounds. A masterclass in spacing, shooting, and toughness. Game 2, even better. 31 points, 12 boards, 9 assists, just 1 dime shy of a triple-double. Minnesota tried everything: traps, switches, pressure, but Doncic just kept solving the puzzle. Whether it was a laser pass to the corner or a step back 3, he found a way to keep the offense moving. Austin Reeves isn't the headline guy, but Game 2 proved why he's so valuable. He dropped 16 points, but more than that, he made momentum plays. The kind that shift energy in the building. A smart steal here, a tough layup there. He's becoming the glue guy in crunch time. And that's exactly what LA needs. Minnesota's response came in the form of Anthony Edwards, the face of the franchise. His swagger is matched by skill, and both were on display early. In Game 1, he did it all: 22 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, a near triple-double that set the tone for the Wolves' blowout. In Game 2, 25 points and a fourth-quarter push that nearly dragged Minnesota back into it. Edwards doesn't just play the game, he owns the moment, and everyone knows it. Then we got Julius Randle. He wasn't a major focus heading into the series, but Game 2 changed that. He bulldozed his way to 27 points, grabbed boards, and threw down a few dunks that turned Target Center into a madhouse. He's physical, he's fearless, and when he's locked in, he's a matchup nightmare. And don't forget about Naz Reid. Game 1 was his statement. Coming off the bench, he dropped 23 points like it was nothing. Pure confidence, pure scoring instinct. His impact was so immediate that the Lakers had to adjust their entire defensive plan. He may not be the most talked about name, but Reed's breakout game made one thing clear: ignore him, and you lose control of the pace. Injuries are shaping this series just as much as the buckets and blocks. For the Lakers, the absence of Maxi Kleber is more than just a missing name on the roster. He's a floor-stretching big who provides spacing on offense and reliable rim protection on the other end. Without him, the Lakers lose flexibility in their rotations and size in the paint, 2 things that matter a lot in a series this physical. Then there's Rui Hachimura. Game 2 was brutal. He took a hit straight to the face that would sideline a lot of players, but Rui came back wearing a protective mask like a gladiator and still managed to put up 11 points and 5 rebounds. That's the kind of grit playoff teams rally around. It's not just about the numbers, it's about showing your teammates you're willing to battle through pain, and that energy is contagious. On the Timberwolves side, Rob Dillingham's ankle issue may not make headlines, but it's quietly reshaping their rotation. He's not the star, but he's a key cog, especially when the game speeds up. His absence means more minutes for starters, more pressure on ball handlers, and fewer options when things get tight. Over a 7-game series, that kind of depth loss adds up fast. These injuries may not dominate the post-game pressers, but they're silent variables, the kind that shift matchups, alter momentum, and sometimes decide who's still standing when Game 7 hits the clock defense. That's the line between holding a lead and watching it slip away. After getting exposed in Game 1, the Lakers flipped the script. In Game 2, they held Minnesota to a brutal 38% from the field and just 20% from 3. It wasn't just good defense, it was suffocating, organized chaos, the kind that frustrates shooters and forces bad decisions. That adjustment alone shifted the momentum of the series. Then there's the bench. Minnesota's second unit torched the Lakers in Game 1. Naz Reid's explosion wasn't just a spark, it nearly broke the game open. LA didn't have answers, but Game 2, they clamped down, the rotations tightened, the communication improved, and those easy looks vanished. It wasn't flashy, but it was effective. Foul trouble has also been an under-the-radar storyline. Game 2 featured 46 fouls, combined nearly a whistle every minute. That level of physicality can't last without consequences. The team that figures out how to stay aggressive without getting into foul trouble is going to have a real edge. One key player sitting for 5 minutes could swing an entire quarter. And then there's the coaching chess match. Darvin Ham's decision to trap Karl Anthony Towns early, forcing him into tough passes, threw Minnesota off balance. It showed he's watching, adapting, and not afraid to gamble. On the other side, Chris Finch isn't sitting back either. He's rotated defensive looks, tried zone, man, even hybrid traps. Both coaches are trying to stay 3 moves ahead. This isn't just a battle of talent, it's a war of game plans. This series is starting to feel like a coin toss. Both teams have their strengths. The Lakers have experience, a revived defensive identity, and that killer instinct when it counts. But the Timberwolves are younger, faster, and playing with nothing to lose. If Doncic keeps cooking and the Lakers stay healthy, they'll keep the edge. But if Anthony Edwards catches fire and Minnesota's bench brings another punch, they can swing this thing back in their favor, especially with Game 3 at home. Momentum is everything in a 7-game series. Right now, it's dead even, but don't be surprised if the next game tips the scale permanently. The Lakers versus Timberwolves isn't just a matchup, it's a statement series. One team is chasing glory, the other is trying to prove they belong. Game by game, possession by possession, the story is writing itself in real time, and it's far from over. Whether it's LeBron's leadership, Doncic's dominance, or Edwards' emergence, something special is unfolding. So who takes control, who folds under pressure? Let us know your prediction in the comments below. And if you're loving these breakdowns, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and smash that bell icon. You won't want to miss what happens next in this wild playoff ride.